What's going on, listeners? This your boy Herc in the building once again, and we're here with another episode of the Come On Man podcast, Ep.2, Season 2. Yeah, we're here. We're here. We made another season. So Season 2 is here, and I got a special guest, my boy, my Ace Boone Coon, from a brother from another mother. I've been knowing him since, middle school? We met in high school.
I would say high school.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna call it high school, but this is my homie, my day one. This boy is very accountable. He's loyal and he's super compassionate. Whatever he do and touch. My boy Drewski, how you doing, my boy?
Hey, I'm doing well, man, and thanks for having me on. It's good to see you.
No problem, man. I'm glad you on the episode. I'm blessed and highly favored that you're here and get to do your own episode and stuff. So this is pretty cool. Like I said, I like to start off with a banger question for all the guests, and we're just gonna get into it. And your banger question is, what's the most? I messed that up. What's the most useless advice you ever got?
Ooh, okay. Useless advice.
Yeah, something that was like trash, and you're like, I'm not using that shit.
Oh man, that's a great question.
Mm-hmm. I told you I was going to get you to take.
Yeah. See, my issue is I always, when I ask for advice, like I take to heart what people tell me.
Right.
And even if it doesn't match up with, there's always perspective out there to gain.
Yeah, you probably took like a little bit of that advice and then threw away the rest. But what's like the worst one you ever got? Man. That's like super was trash. You were like, motherfucker, that's trash. Like, I'm not gonna take that advice. And you go about your business and stuff.
Ooh,
it's good. You take your time.
I mean, I want to give an honest answer, but this is something podcast worthy here.
No, it's all real and uncut, man. So I'll start it off. I think.
Yeah.
I see
warm me up.
I think the most useless advice that I got. What the most useless advice I got was basically saying that if you wanna do great things, you got to be great things or some shit like that. I don't know. I just got this question off the dome, but I don't know. I just got like, I don't know. That's a hard question. That is a hard question. Yeah.
Well, you think back on like your whole life, and I'm like, well, some useless advice I got was, at one point stay at a job, and I'm like, that job sucked. That was bad advice.
Right.
But I want to give something, deeper.
Nah, it's all good. I don't have no. I do have useless advice, but I just don't. I can't remember it because I just said that shit was trash.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna have to move on that one. We're gonna come back.
We'll keep it rolling.
Keep it rolling. So, well, I'll give you another one. What's your definition of success?
Ooh, I think you define what success means to you. And I don't think you should allow someone to tell you whether you're successful or not, because, I mean, I guess in my definition, it would be, when you exert yourself, when you give everything that you had.
Mm-hmm.
So success is when you have a tangible goal and you crush it.
Okay. And then do you feel like people do you feel like people are confused of the definition of success?
Absolutely. I think a lot of people misconstrue it because we compare ourselves to other people.
No, that's every day.
That's social media 101.
That's every day.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of harder for the other person, man or female, and they're comparing themselves with other people, and they just be like, oh man, I wish I had that life. Oh, I wish I had that type of money. Oh, I wish I was that strong. But all they doing is killing themselves and just fucking up their ego, fucking up their confidence, fucking up their self esteem, and it's just like all they're doing is slowly killing themselves inside, and it kind of jacks them up, and then it makes them don't believe in themselves because it's like I gotta be this person here, and but like what about you? You gotta be yourself because you still have your own life to live, you know.
Oh yeah, like I don't know. Looking at you, like maybe success to you is hitting 600 on the squat.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna touch that. Like, but success to me is if I wake up in the morning and I told myself like, hey, I'm gonna get back in my workout routine, and I look at the end of the calendar and I made it to the gym 5 times. That's a success.
Yeah, that's your personal success right there. You know. I think they take success as, oh, you got to make 6 figures, you got to have a banging ass house, you got to drive a fucking Ferrari, you got to do this, you got to have like all the women line up at your house, and you're like, no, man, that's unrealistic in a way, and a lot of people not gonna get to that life. That's when you come in. You say you gotta. The definition of success is based on how you look at success for yourself, and then that's just how you go by it. And then, if you like this, if you like where you're at successful wise, you have your own small business or you're entrepreneur doing what you love, podcasting, YouTube, being a cook, being a carpenter, or whatever successful business you like, and it's a small business, eventually it's gonna get bigger. But if that makes you happy, then that, and you love what you do, then that, I think that's the true definition of success in anybody who looks at it that way. I'm trying to get my words together and stuff, but yeah, that's just how it goes when it comes to success.
Yeah, you can't and it's not like it's easy, I mean, we're bombarded with, hey, you need to if you're making only like 50,000 at your job, this is what you need to do. Like you need to, you look at diversifying your revenue streams. You need to, increase your wealth. You need to start investing, or hey, like, you weigh this much, you need to get in the gym, and like you should be benching this X amount. It's like it's always a competition out there in the wild, but
all the time.
You need to really evaluate yourself, which probably the hardest part is like taking a deep look at yourself and then setting tangible goals of like what's important to you.
Yeah, that's true. That is true, man. And shit. Yeah, that just I think, like you said, those goals and everything, it just kind of it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging, and and you got to find what not motivates you, what gives you discipline and motivates you to push forward on what you want to do in your life that's going to make you happy. And I think a lot of people have challenges to get that going or get that started or see what they actually like to do. And I heard a bunch of people on other episodes talking about they want to, you gotta, in life you gotta go out and experiment and see what works, what doesn't work, and play around a little bit till something clicks and something like something that sticks with you, and you're like, damn, I like doing that. Let me do that again. And then you like, damn, I like that even more. And then you keep doing it, and then it becomes a consistent habit, and then it becomes your hobby that you like to do on a daily basis. And it makes you happy no matter what's going on. But I think that's the challenging part, is finding what they want to do, finding what they love to do, and then getting it started. But like you said, we have the world and we have social media say, fuck you. You can't do that shit. You suck. You're ass. Sit your ass down and work at McDonald's or work at Whataburger or fucking Walmart, because you're not going to get that life. And then I think it all starts with the mind, your mindset. Whatever your mindset is at and where it's set up to be. And if your mindset is strong, then I think you can override all those things, that the negativities of the world and stuff. And I feel like if you can do that and you can override that, then you can damn near do anything you want to do, positive wise or hobby wise or goal oriented wise or just passion wise that you love to do.
Absolutely. And you need to be wary of it too, because as you were saying, like the world out there is going to say you're not doing enough, or you know, that's not what you need to be doing. Like as soon as you said that, you know, I'm thinking about my own job, and like I work in sales.
Mm-hmm. Well, you a beast at sales though. You was cracking whips when it came to that fundraiser at North Shore. You was like the fundraiser king, boy. For real. I was jealous like a man. I was like, damn, how the fuck is he selling these motherfuckers? But that's
dedication.
That's dedication. That's your damn niche. That's your gift, not your niche. But that's your gift. That what you do. You know, you can convince a person like, hey man, I think you need this product and blah blah blah. I don't know what you'd be saying to them. And then at the end, they're like, man, let me get like 5 of them hoes. I'm like, damn. And I can't even get one to like buy a coupon or some shit. But I don't know what you do, but you're a beast at it when it comes to sales, because you can damn near sell anything to anybody. And you like DiCaprio. What's that boy name?
Oh yeah, I'm the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah. So it's pretty dope. But no, go. What you were saying? My bad. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're good, man. So since October, I've crushed my quota every month.
Damn.
But I work under a manager who tells me every day, well, every week, because we have weekly trainings, I'm not good enough to be working there.
Oh, shit.
But, like, even right now, I'm number 3 in the company in revenue.
Damn.
But I'm not working hard enough. So, you know, you got to be wary of, like, what's out there. Even your boss will tell you, you're not doing enough. You're not a success.
Even if you're killing it and getting your quotas every month, you still not doing enough.
And that can mess with your mind.
True.
It can make things really complicated. And so I had to take a step back, you know, and you know, my girl helped me, like, just opening up about that, like, helped me realize, like, you know, hey, like, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So maybe don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah.
I think that's something that men do all the time. At least men I know is like, I mean, we are the hardest on ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Because we, like you said, we got a expectation to uphold because we're men, and then we gotta take care of the family, take care of our bills, go to work, bust our ass, get set up the life that everybody needs, and then that's it. And then protect your family, and then you die, and then that's it. And they think that's
what not come last.
Yeah, not come last. And so it feels like a repetition type of thing, and it feels like a competition because you got to work your ass off to be better than the next man and all this other stuff. And it's like, nah, man, that's a stressful life. But at the same time, everything looks good. You got the big house, you got the family, you got your 3 kids. You got everything you want in life. You got the money. You set. But when you look deeper into the man's physical, inside his physical body, he's going through hell. He's going through a lot of shit. He's like depressed. He's thinking about serial suicidal thoughts. He's thinking about a lot of shit, but he has to hold all that shit in and hold himself together because he has an image he has to uphold, and it's a lot of shit, and it's kind of stressful for a lot of men because they can't really open up like we do and have that outlet and be like, hey, I'm fucked up, I'm depressed, I'm going through a lot of shit, I want to talk about it, and then all I need you is to sit here and listen to me. That's all I need you to do, and let me just get this off my chest. But a lot of men don't have that. They got, men right now just like having all the riches in the world, but they going through a lot of shit, but they don't have no place to reach out and talk to somebody or whatever. They have a few people that has that, but some of them don't really have that, and then they gotta hold all that, build all that shit in and just hold it up, and then eventually it just overwhelms them, and then they do some crazy shit. Do suicide shit, or go off the rails, or do some uncharacteristic, shit that's out of their character, and it fucks people up. It's like, oh, I never thought he would be like that. Oh my God, what happened? And they're trying to figure out like what happened. How did it get to this point? But nobody took the time to like check on him or talk to him or like, hey man, how are you doing? You all right? You good? Boo. But they didn't do that. They was like, oh, give me. Hey, do this, do that, do this. Oh, can you do this? Can you do that? And like, we have a shit ton of chores that we have to do, but we never had a time to take a break because taking a break for a man is not realistic, or is it doesn't exist in a way. So
not based on the expectations. No,
not at all. So yeah.
But yeah, that's why, I kept a close circle of friends for that very reason. People that were my peers that I grew up with who know, like, that I feel like I can open up to and talk about things.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we did that. We do that all. I think we did that all the time.
Yeah.
And when we met up, we would just open up and talk about random shit that happened at school, or once we went to college, what happened in college. Now we got careers. Excuse me, what happened at our jobs and shit like that. And then we got like our spouses, like our girls or our wives and shit like that. And we can talk to them on at a limited basis, because we can't tell them everything, because that's just going to freak them out and they're going to spaz the fuck out. And, oh, what happened? Why you're like, nah, this is what's going on. You kind of give them the blueprint, like, hey, this is what's going on. This is what happened. And, that's it, and then you should be good. But yeah, man, that's it. But we just gotta find a way to bring it back to what I was about to say. I fucked that up.
Well, I was gonna say, based on that, like, I probably share a little too much with my partner, but she's my partner for a reason. Mm-hmm. Like, we're together because I saw somebody that I could be vulnerable with. Mm-hmm. And yeah, even in the back of my head, it's like, oh man, you gotta man up. You can't be sharing this with your girlfriend. Like, it's not something a woman needs to hear, but don't be afraid to open up. You'd be surprised sometimes.
Yeah.
Cause like, yeah, there's times where I felt way less than. And I had that fear where it's like, this is going to make complications even worse. Mm-hmm. But someone who really listens to you, that cares about your success,
right,
like a true partner should, they're gonna let you air out your stuff, process it with you, make sure that you have the tools equipped to get better.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, man. The good shit, man. We started off kind of rocky, but we bounced back. So let's get into the topics. Do you think gender roles still have a place in today's society? Let's expand on that.
Yeah. So in 2024, fucking point to me where you can find a single income household. Nah. I'd like you to. Please show me. It is a thing of the past.
Yeah, it is.
And so that has changed the whole dynamic. Mm-hmm. Like, you need a partner that's got to be dual income.
It does.
You're not going to survive in today's world without it.
Yeah. If as long as you like a doctor, well, I don't think the doctors, can they survive on their own if they have like a single income?
Barely. I feel like, what was equivalent when we were growing up? We thought like, man, making 60, 70,000, like, that's good money. That's real good money. Yeah. That's what I always wanted to make.
Yeah. And then we get there and it's like, man, this is bullshit money.
Well, like that was when I was 18, even then I thought that was good money.
Yeah.
That's back in 2009.
Right.
So like 15 years later, that money is now 120,000.
Damn.
If you thought you were making it, you were living good, 60, 70,000, you need 120,000 in today's money.
in today's money just to live good.
For that same lifestyle that we wish we had when we were younger.
God damn, I didn't know that.
So yeah,
I didn't know that at all. That's crazy.
It's huge, you know, like I was perfectly fine. I wanted to be middle class. I was not out there aspiring to be a millionaire. I wanted enough to have a family and maybe go on some vacations, do some
Right.
cool shit. Like that's what I wanted.
Right.
And you know, I was grateful that like my parents, you know, we had a middle class life, but I mean, that's really what it takes now.
It's a two house income household. Mm-hmm. You know, yeah, and I had never seen nobody single and you know making it and living their best life because it does take two people to make it happen.
I mean, when I was single, I had roommates. I couldn't live by myself. I
Hell.
couldn't afford that shit.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, you definitely do need two people to make whatever goal or dream happen. You know, with your spouse, because
So
yeah,
it's changed the whole game.
yeah, you know, you got to sit down, work out the plan. I was telling that to Josh and Hector, and they was talking. I was telling them about 50-50 50-50 household is pretty good because it makes your life a little bit easier, and you can still have your separate income, your separate account, and she can have her separate account, but y'all have like a little joint account or what y'all plan y'all gonna do to keep the household needs up and stuff like that. So y'all can come up with a game plan because y'all working as a team and things like that. That's what I was telling them, but Josh was like, "Oh no, you got to do this. No, I want to take care of all the bills and stuff like that." Like, nah, that's stressful as hell because you got to take care of your bills and her bills, and she gonna dump all her shit on you. Now you gonna be stressed out. You ain't gonna have no money because you spending all your money on her stuff and your stuff and everybody's stuff, and you just stressing your hell out, and you always broke because you don't got no money because you just throwing all your money at the bills and shit. And it was just it was a good conversation, but it was like a crazy conversation how we broke it down and stuff. But it is what it is.
I love them boys. I love Josh, but in our capitalist society, you can't just be spending money without expectations. And that's not something I want in a partner. That's why I think it needs to be like 50-50.
Yeah, and you got to have a partner that have like great understanding of what you're trying to do or what y'all trying to do together as a couple or as a married couple and stuff like that. But I think just a lot of people in general don't have that basic understanding. They just think, "Oh, what we got to do this? We got a plan. Oh, like, why you not making this money now?" It's like I'm working to make that money, but we need to work together. You gonna have to pay some bills. I'm gonna have to pay some bills, but we can still stack up and save and get to where we need to get to. But they don't see the vision. They want to see the vision now, but they can't see it when we don't have no monies in our pocket and we're like barely making it. And then that's when people are like, oh, fuck this, I'm leaving because you're broke and I don't see what the hell you're talking about, the vision and shit like that. And they bail out, but you stay in the fight. And then you find another partner that believes in you, that believes in the vision, that believes in the relationship, and that's willing and able to work through the relationship, work through the marriage through thick and thin, no matter what's going on. And you have a partner like that, man, y'all can break through fucking walls. And y'all can knock out a lot of shit. And then that 50-50 split, it becomes easier because y'all can do a lot of shit because it's easy on you, it's easy on her, and it's easy on the household because y'all talk about it and y'all plan it and then y'all execute the plan.
Well, you become both invested in a successful outcome.
Yeah.
It's not just one way. It's not just one voice saying like, I got the money. This is what we doing.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
And so you need that balance. Like that's why, like just hearing, I don't know. I think like people that still strive to be the breadwinner, the sole breadwinner in a family, I think that they have this expectation where it's like, no, this woman wants me to be the sole breadwinner. Like, that is her desire. So I want to fulfill that desire. Maybe I'm going too deep in it, but like, I don't know. That's the only way I can put that perspective and rationalize it. It's like, I feel like there is some kind of insecurity there. Whereas, you know, as long as you split everything and you have a true partner, like you make decisions together, you got to work as a team. Because otherwise it's like, it's just one direction. I don't know.
It's very confusing.
It gives me weird vibes.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's okay to have weird vibes about certain things, but it is what it is. But the two income household is where is that? That's the trend right there. But a lot of people don't think about. A lot of people not believe in that trend because they're like 2-person income household. Hell no, he got to be the breadwinner or she got to be the breadwinner. But that just caused a lot of complications and headache at the end of it.
Yeah.
Later in the future, because you know y'all get to a point y'all gonna be fighting and shit, and then man, fuck you. Then you can get the fuck out of my house and blah blah blah. Because I'm the breadwinner. I pay all the bills. You get the fuck out. You know how it goes. And same vice versa with women. Oh, you fuck. I'm taking the kids in the house and blah blah blah. You ain't got shit. But you haven't been working, or she haven't been working. Now you down on your luck because you haven't made no. You haven't built your resume because you just was kicked back chilling because you was like, oh, I'm good. You know, I just got to make her happy, do this, or make him happy, do this. And, you know, it does come and where you have issues and problems and arguments and shit like that. And one person gets pissed off and then it sets the bridge on fire and then now you're fucked and shit like that. So working as a team, you still have your complications, you still have your issues, you still have your problems and arguments and stuff like that, but you can talk about it, you know, discuss it, debate it, and then come up with a solution how we can fix it, and then once y'all fix it, then y'all move on, y'all kiss and make up, and then y'all keep moving forward through life and keep, you know, focusing on the goal, because eventually, you know, all journeys and all roads have bumps on the road, and you're gonna have you're gonna have a lot of bumps and holes and fucking potholes and shit like that. Y'all gonna hit. So that's just a part of the journey that we all go through if we're really trying to get to where we're trying to get to, and we're trying to do it together as a team and relationship or marriage. You definitely have to believe in one another, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, man, this is good. How you feeling? You feeling good?
I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Let's get on to the next one. What makes a good partner?
Someone that you can just confide in. Like, I don't know.
Confide? What do you mean?
So when I met Laura, my partner, we've been together for, now I'm gonna get in trouble. Since the pandemic, so 2020.
Okay.
So it's been, I guess, it's gonna be 4 years in October.
Oh shit! Congratulations.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
But I remember on our first date, like just the vetting, but I mean, it wasn't awkward. It wasn't like, hey, these are my requirements. No, but it was some real questions. It's like, hey, I've done the hookups, I've done the, you know, the one night stands, the situationships. I've been through that. It's like, I'm looking for a partner now. Like,
I'm looking for something real.
Yeah. Like, what are your long-term goals? You know, essentially, like, what are you looking for? This is what I'm looking for. You know, and we made it work.
Yeah. And now y'all here, so that's good, man. Yeah. So, do you have any other things that makes a good partner? Say if you do you have any advice that to help the next man that they can think about that basically, do you have any advice to give the next man to what things to look for or what things to expect. Nah, I don't know what to expect.
I know what you're saying. Like what to look for that may signify a good partner.
Yeah, but yeah, there you go. There you go.
So, uh, somebody that is funny. That's important to me
Okay.
because I like to have fun.
Right. You like to laugh too.
And I do like to laugh. So it's something that was important for me. It may not be important for someone else, but you have to evaluate yourself. So that's step one is like, what is important to you? Mm-hmm. And what was important to me was finding somebody who had a good sense of humor, finding somebody that was educated,
True.
finding somebody that cared about social issues, finding somebody that, you know, that I could relate to. Like, I like watching, you know, YouTube videos. Found out Laura likes watching, like, you know, she had her own set of followers. We shared, you know, now we just watch each other's videos, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty dope.
But you know, finding a common ground there. But it was important for me to find somebody, and at the whole of it was, I wanted somebody to age with, somebody that I could grow with, somebody I knew that would hold me accountable, someone who would be honest with me, somebody somebody I could trust if I'm having any issues, help lift me up.
Right.
Somebody that, just really could deal with, you know, if I was completely just broken down. I mean, what if I lost my job? Somebody that wouldn't just start looking for a reason now that the money's dried up to find a way out. Like,
Right.
I wanted to find somebody that like accepted me for who I am, who I am today, who I can grow to become, and I think I found that.
That's good, man. I'm proud of you that you found somebody like that. And I know we had our difficulties back in the past trying to find the right person, and then they was fucking trash, or we had a trouble drama relationships or whatever, how you ever want to call it. And yeah, we had there's basically just that trial and error until we found that right person, and we like, oh damn, you know, I see a future with her, or I see a future with him, and blah blah blah. And you just make things happen, and then y'all work through it, y'all go through the relationship, and y'all just do a lot of good shit, and then eventually y'all get married and y'all do y'all thing. And that, I think that's just the best traits of, you know, finding a good partner. I think my traits of finding what makes a good partner for me is, like, you know, the smarts, you know, funny, understanding. That's a big thing for me. I want a woman to be super, super understanding about a lot of stuff, because we go through our trials and errors too as men. You know, sometimes we don't follow through. You know, something happens income wise, or we can't pay the bill, or something tragic happened in our life, and we have a setback, and you be like, hey babe, I can't do it this month because I don't have no money and shit like that. And then she come through, oh, it's okay, I got you, boo. You know, here's some money to hold you over to the month and until you bounce, you know, get back on your feet. You know, and I think that's a good trait of a good partner or a good woman in any way. And but yeah, just a big understanding, funny, smart, loving, caring, just a lot of good shit that you're looking for. You don't need a lot, you know. You don't need a lot. You just need something simple, because us men, we're super, super simple. But I'm super simple. It's my two, I think, and altogether, my two biggest things is just understanding and just being there for me. That's it. And if you can do those things, and you reach my needs and stuff, you know, you understanding that shit happens, shit comes up, problems happen, and you won't like bash me for not keeping my shit together and shit like that, because shit happens, and you have an understanding like, oh, I got you, don't worry, don't stress out about that. We're gonna get you back on your feet. We're gonna be all right. That's some good wisdom. That's some good hearing. Not good hearing, but that's a good thing to hear from a woman, to say like, hey, we're gonna be all right, you know, because a lot of women are gonna say that, because some women, they freak out and they be like, oh, he broke now? Oh, no, hell no, I got to, like you said, I got to bail out. And, but if you got a woman that stays with you, even though the ship is sinking, even though the Titanic is I can't sing.
That Titanic be singing, boy.
Even though that Titanic be sinking, and she's by your side no matter what, and just trying to find a way to keep the boat afloat. That's a good woman. That's a good definition of a good partner. That even though the boat is sinking, it's going through hell, it's about to blow the fuck up, you look on your side and your woman's right there like, hey, we're going to be all right. Let's get this shit together. Let's get these engines back to running. Let's clean this ship. Let's get these people saved. And you take a moment, you're like, oh shit, she's down to earth. She's like, she about business. She about to get her hands dirty. And I don't know, something about a woman that get her hands dirty and it's about her business is something attractive and super dope to me in a way. So, but understanding and being there for me, that's my two biggest traits when it comes to having a good partner on my part.
Hey, I hear you there, man. Like another thing, you got my mind thinking, like I like playing video games. Mm-hmm. Well, I found me a partner that likes playing video games.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty cool. So things like that, and you may think that they're small, but like, I think the point I'm really trying to get at here is like, it's somebody that like outside the bedroom, I'm happy to be around this person.
Damn.
And that's what you need to find.
Yeah. You happy to be
I think that a lot of men are just like, I'm sexually attracted to this woman. I can't stand her, but I'm going to be with her.
Right.
Because it's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good in the bedroom. It's all good. It's all good.
You need more than that.
No, yeah. You do need more than you do need more beyond pussy. For sure. Because I think that's, in a way, when you bring up, I feel like when you imagine yourself in an interrogation room and you got a table between you and your spouse or your girl, whatever, and you put all the shit on the table, like, hey, this is what I got. This is what I got to bring to the table. What you got? And then if you don't have that right partner, they be like, well, I got this pussy. And they'll be like, nah, what else you got? What else you got? Well, I got this pussy. And I'm like, and you like, nah, that's not gonna work. Cause
she's good with my mom. She gets along with my family. I can't stand her, but
no, but it's like, no, like you said, it's beyond it's beyond what's between their legs and stuff like that. You're like, how's your mental is, how's your personality, how you are as a person, and shit like that. We looking for more than just what's between your legs. And a lot of women or a lot of people don't like that in general, because they like, oh, I got this and that and blah blah blah. But looks fade away. Your vajayjay fades away. You get old and short, and you get wrinkly, and then nobody wants you once you get like 80, and you like, ugh, like you used to be like that, but not no more. So now when you get to 40 or 60, you gotta have some expectations. You're like, hey, are you married now? Do you have kids? But most of them don't. They're not in that position. They're still single with shit ton of kids, or a man that have a shit ton of kids but still sleeping around women. But they're not really stable. They're not really secluded, or they're not really stable with that one spouse, because they don't believe in loyalty in a way. And it's hard for them to be loyal to one person, because they're like, that shit's hard. Because
it's because like at the get go, you didn't have that friendship with that person. Like if you're thinking about sleeping around, then it never was about like, I like being around this person. I mean, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but like there is something to that where it's like, if you feel the need to cheat on your significant other, then they're not fulfilling. It's not just like the sex that they're not fulfilling.
Right.
There's something more there.
There's something more, but
Because you wouldn't. I mean, you wouldn't you wouldn't betray your friends. You wouldn't like, especially, you're like one of my brothers. Like, I mean, that wouldn't happen. Why would I do something like that to Laura?
yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, and yeah, that does make sense because it just betraying your significant other or betraying your partner. It just it don't make sense, and it gets to a point like why are you in a relationship if you're gonna do all that? You should have just stayed single and just be a fucking dot or a whore or a hoe if you want to. But I feel like that's just a stressful life because you're just messing around with a lot of people. Then you
It's a fun life, though.
it is it was it was the fun life and stuff like that, but it gets too risky at the end because a lot of people not take care of themselves. Then you get mixed up with the wrong person and you catch a STD or AIDS and shit. Now you're fucked, and you're like, damn, I should just slow my ass down and just stuck with that one person and learn my spouse and build with my spouse and then have a long-term relationship with my spouse. Instead, I'm in these streets dicking around or pushing around and doing my thing, and now I got AIDS and I gotta go do treatment and shit like that because I want to be fast in these streets. And I think my bad. I think when it gets when it gets old, when we get older, we have to slow the hell down and actually look at our we got to check our priorities and make sure our priorities are straight. And most of our priorities, not talking between just me and you, but just in the world, is jacked up, and our priorities is all over the fucking place. And they got their priorities straight, and they on the right track, but most they're not on the right track when you look at it, and it's like, damn. But what you was about to say?
Oh, nothing. It was just like, when I was single, I didn't grow as a person. I had the same game. It was just a different person, But like, no, I had it down packed, It's just go out there, do the same things, end up with different results, But it got fleeting so quick for me, man. That was the thing for me. That's why I always wanted a partner, because I was not growing as a person. I stayed the same. I wanted to find somebody that would push back, that would challenge me,
and that was gonna make you grow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And you found the right partner. Because you changed a lot when I met you in high school. You did your thing and you went through your trials, and now you found Laura, and now you on top of the world. Now you doing your thing. And you came a long way.
I appreciate that, man.
You did come a long way, man, and you changed
too, brother.
Yeah, appreciate it. You changed, man. You definitely changed, and it's pretty dope. And yeah, so we're gonna move on from what makes a good partner and stuff. I think the last one is, how do you remain disciplined? Is that just in general, or that just the one specific thing, or what?
Well, I mean, this is a Come On Man podcast, so I think that is, to me, discipline is one of the biggest traits of, if you're going to talk about what is masculinity, let's say discipline plays a big role in that.
Right.
I mean, everything that we think of as masculine, professional sports or military, all of that includes discipline.
Yeah. So how do you apply discipline in your daily lives? And for you, how do you apply discipline in your everyday life?
Setting a routine. Routines take discipline. And it goes back to what we were first talking about, like having goals and success and growth.
Right. Takes
discipline.
True.
And you have to have something that you're disciplined about. Like a big thing for me was it's winter season, hibernation season, but It takes discipline to stay in the gym. Look at you. You know, you told me before this, like, you're making it to the gym 3 days a week. That takes discipline.
Yeah.
So, like, having a routine like that will make you feel better, make you feel successful. You have the right mindset there.
Yeah, clear your mind, too.
Yes. And you need that positivity, because that positivity will change your outlook. Mm-hmm. You might not get upset in certain situations.
Yeah.
Because you went to the gym. You were like, hey, I had a goal. I succeeded in that.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'm not going to get angry at this person that cut me off in traffic.
Right. I'm going to keep my cool because I already blew off some steam at the gym. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, it does take a lot to be disciplined. You know, because everybody's like talk about, oh, you got to be motivated. You got to be motivated in this. You got to be motivational here, blah, 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 this and that. But it goes, like you said, it goes beyond motivation. You got the discipline. Motivation fades, but discipline stays.
That's why I said routine.
I'm a routine person too. Like if I have a routine, I have a slow start when I do my routine. Like I barely make it, and I'm going to the gym like once, and then I'm like, oh, I like this free time, and then I was like, oh, but I do gotta push it, and then it takes me about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. You give me like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I'm back on my routine, and then I'm good, and I'm knocking out podcasts. I'm going to the gym to prep for my competition. I'm being a great husband. I'm being a great dad. I'm being a great friend. I'm being a great son. I'm just doing a lot of great shit because I went to my private office in the gym, or I worked basically like I worked on myself to, like, if I really want to do what I want to do, I have to like stick with it, come up with a plan, do it on a daily basis, and like do it constantly until.
Especially if you don't want to do it, that's how you know.
Yeah, no, there'd be some things. There'd be some things I don't want to do. I have to be like, man, fuck that. I do not want to do it, but you have to do it anyway to bypass that wall or break through that wall. And once you break through that wall of you don't want to do it, then it slowly become easier and stuff like that. But it's kind of challenging too. Yeah,
that's why I'm so glad we had football together.
You're right.
Because man, like, I mean, that is like, if I have a son, like, definitely go get in some organized sports.
Right.
Because you do a lot of shit that you do not want to do.
Yeah, and they kind of push you and stuff.
But what you learn from that is discipline.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
And the benefits of it, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And, you know, I think discipline, it'll definitely take you places. If you stay with it and you work on it and you like actually work on it and actually find something that you're passionate about and you know you suck at it or whatever, and you take the time like, man, I want to read a couple chapters in the book. Okay, what I need to do, and that's when you come up with a game plan. Like, okay, if I can read a couple pages every day, like one page every day, to get used to me just looking at a book and reading what I'm reading and understanding what I'm reading, then go from there. And then each week you start like reading 1 page, 2 page, 3 page, then 10 pages and 20 pages, then a chapter. And then eventually you reading chapters on chapters on chapters in each book, and you're like, oh damn, now I can read for days now.
Yeah, now I'm just a reader.
Yeah,
like
no, and then that just how it goes. It's a process. It's a process of becoming disciplined. You just don't become disciplined overnight. Yeah. You owe me a Coke. No, but yeah, you don't become disciplined overnight. It takes time and it takes patience and it takes a whole lot of, you know, failing and just coming back and doing it again until you get it right. And then once you get it, then you're like, okay, I got it down packed. I mastered this section of what I'm trying to do. And once you master that section or whatever you're trying to do, then you can add something else. Okay, I don't know how to cook. Let me learn how to cook. And then you start cooking. You be trash at the beginning. Then you start being kind of all right. Then you be good. And then you like a fucking Tony? I'm about to say Tony Facchetti or something. No, what's Dave Ramsey? Is it Dave Ramsey?
I'm like Jalen Ramsey. Nah,
I forgot that damn cook. Hell's Kitchen.
Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon. I said, why I say Dave? No, but it's a process to become disciplined, and if you work through the process and you work on yourself and you understand that it takes time and you're not gonna get it off the jump, and you do it every day, and you're gonna suck at the beginning. Everybody's gonna suck at the beginning. You're not gonna be a beast, but if you embrace the suck and you suck and you just, okay, I'm just gonna do this little by little, get better each and every day, each and every week, each and every month, each and every year, and then eventually you're gonna be a master at whatever you're doing or whatever you're passionate about. And then you're like, oh shit, now I'm fucking consistent, now I'm disciplined, now I'm confident, I'm positive what I'm doing, and then you just start knocking out a lot of shit that you never done before because you took the time to build your discipline.
Yeah, and that is the biggest thing, is like, be prepared to fail.
Yeah,
like that's like when I start working out again, like I know it's coming up, and I'm gonna have to implement that discipline. Like I already know. I'm
suck.
like I'm not gonna wake up at 6 a.m. I don't want to go outside.
Hell no.
I don't want to pick up that bar.
Hell no.
But you know what? Like, if you just tell yourself you're gonna have to do it to start your day, it's not gonna go bad. Like you're like, I'm not gonna be able to lift what I think I'm gonna be able to lift. I'm not gonna be able to have the endurance I think I'm gonna have. Mm-hmm. But if I keep at it, it will come back.
It will.
Yeah,
it definitely will.
And then, that's the thing, is like, you can't really teach discipline. You just like have to go out and do it.
Yeah, that's the simplest way to explain it. You just gotta go out and do it. And then if it doesn't work, then find something else that you're passionate about and work on that until you find something that makes you happy and you're passionate about it, and then you are willing and able to work on that passion, so you can work on your discipline, your confidence, your consistency, your patience, and everything that all the human traits, all the good human traits that you're looking for to be a good human being or a good person in general, and shit like that. So I'll just leave it at that.
Hey, well said, man. Well said.
Yeah, so I think that is it. We made it. We made good timing. 53 minutes. So,
okay.
So it's not too bad.
All right.
So we can go ahead and do the finishers. You want to finish it out with some positive affirmation, the positive message. There you go.
Yeah. I guess just to cover the.
Let me put on some lo-fi beats real quick, so it set the mood. So you can hit it with
that rapping with Alan.
No. I told Hector and Josh that my shit was trash.
Hey, YouTube that shit.
My shit was trash. Bars
Productions, baby.
That shit was trash. But good. Let me see you. Okay, there you go. So what positive message you got for the people to do better and be better in life?
Whatever you're going through, tell your friend. Have them listen. They'll help you out if they're a real friend. And they don't even have to say anything. Just have them listen, air it out. Sometimes the answers come to you. And as far as having discipline, keep working at it. Like, if you're not happy with where you're at, go out there and do it anyway. Maybe you'll be surprised tomorrow, like what comes.
True. Anything else? My boy Drew, man.
That's all I got.
My boy Drew. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Well, damn. This was a good episode, man. You did a good job. You was like, oh man, I'm gonna do terrible, but you did a good job. Now I'm blessed And I'm honored that you on this episode, and I'm glad you shared your stories. I'm glad you got a lot of shit off your chest, and this is dope, man. This is dope, and I'm passionate, and I love what I do for the podcast. Not just for me, it's for every guest that comes on the podcast and share their story, tell their story, tell their story. You know, speak their truth, get a lot of shit off their chest that they have built up negativity, and they just trying to release it. And I'm glad that I get to be that vessel, or God put me on this path to share this podcast with all of y'all, and with all the listeners too. You know, I appreciate y'all, all the listeners who took the time. If you made it this far, took the time to listen, and I'm blessed and highly favored that you gave me your ears to listen to the podcast and pushing the podcast to be bigger than what it really is. You know, and
yes, thank y'all so much.
And now, and thank you.
Come On Man podcast brought to you by Carbach Brewing.
Hey, and fucking Focus Aid. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm playing. No, but
we gonna get demonetized.
It's like, yeah, man. But yeah, but on a serious note, appreciate y'all listeners taking the time to listen. Thank y'all for loving the podcast and giving y'all feedback and whatever y'all do or whatever y'all feel about the podcast. Whatever I'm trying to say. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank y'all for being here and supporting. And I love each and every one of y'all for being here. But please work on yourself. Please find a person to share any issues that you're dealing with, mental health wise or depression wise, or just in general. Just seek the help and speak out whatever you're dealing with, because they have people that listen if you have the right friends to listen to you. But that's all I got to say. Just be disciplined, be motivated, be positive, and be a good person. And we out.
All right.
We out. Until then, peace, love, and positivity. And we
Take
out.
care.